to get your record, you know, to keep talking to the radio. Yo, could you play Jadakiss this week? Could you play Fat Joe? Give us a little something, see if it blow. You got to hire a team to do that. But in any case, my man is the boss of all bosses of all radio. Look me in the face and said, listen, forget no old nigga music. I said, what do you mean? If Mary J. Blige come out with a hit, we're not playing it. If JayZ comes out with a hit, we're not playing it.
Why?
Because they got an age limit. Whoever the radio
so they
keep trying to look at a younger audience.
They did all that and I fight them because young people
I think now they don't.
Fat Joe is basically confirming something a lot of us knew for a long time. In my opinion, hip-hop as a spiritual movement died around 92 or 93. Now let me explain what I mean before somebody takes that line and acts like I said no great music came after that. That's not what I'm saying. We got classic albums after that. We got legendary artists after that. We got some of the greatest moments in hip-hop after that. But the spirit started changing. Hip-hop started as a voice for people who didn't have a microphone anywhere else. It was the streets talking back. It was the pain with a rhythm. It was survival with style. It was the sound of people taking nothing and making a whole culture out of it. But once the corporate machine realized how powerful that voice was, they did what systems always do. They didn't destroy it from the outside. They got inside of it and started redirecting the energy. The rawness stayed, but the purpose started shifting. The pain stayed, but the healing started disappearing. The street story stayed, but the warning got turned down and the glorification got turned all the way up. That's where hip-hop started getting used against the same people who created it. Things that would have made the community say, stop, hold on, what are we doing? That started getting normalized. Death became promotion. Prison became part of the brain. Drug addiction became a vibe. Self-hate got dressed up as authenticity. And after a while, people stopped feeling outraged because the music had trained them to feel nothing. That's why I don't like when people act like this is just about the songs. No, this is spiritual. A lot of people say artists sell their soul. I've always looked at it a little bit different. I think a lot of times it's not your soul they after. It's your spirit.
Imagine Tupac and Biggie in their prime with the music that they was putting out. They was still young putting out that strong music. Imagine them in their prime. We would never know what Big Daddy Kane is like in his prime because they killed Big Daddy Kane's spirit. Ain't no hat stepping. They killed the spirit. You know what it must feel like to not be able to tell your story of how you being suppressed and shadow banned by this evil system? Because if you do, the same people that's suppressing you, at least they're letting you eat off of shows. Like, here, take this show over here. Here, take this show over here. So now you eating off of shows, and that's the only way that you can feed your family.